Hi fellow makeup fiends, today on Vlogmas, day 5 of Vlogmas, I'm going to be reviewing a product that was sent to me by the lovely company Scentchips. So they are based in the US, but they do have several distribution centres in other locations. I believe the nearest one to me is actually in Europe, and that's where this package actually came from. The item was in a brown box, it was plain, and everything was packaged very nicely inside with bubble wrap. And they actually sent me an electric burner rather than a candle burner, and they sent me some of the Scentchips as well. So I want to share with you what they sent me and have a little bit of a chat about it and talk you through what I think of these. And the reason I've left this till Vlogmas is I wanted to use this product a good bit before I actually reviewed it, but I also wanted to include it in Vlogmas because I think that this would make a perfect gift for somebody, but also I think it's just really nice to have in the house at holiday time. So this is the Scentchip warmer that they actually sent me. Plain cream. I like that they just sent something plain for me to review because everybody has different colour schemes in their house, and this particular one here could fit in anybody's house scheme because it's just a very simple colour, or non-colour as it would happen. So I haven't burnt this yet because I'm going to put a little video in showing it. It smells lovely, this one. I think that this one's like Christmas trees. It's like got a fir smell to it. But it's just this pot which is made of ceramic, and then it comes with this little lid that you put on with a hole in. And that's so that I suppose that the candle wax can't be splashed out if it was knocked. It's covered in, you couldn't put your fingers in and burn yourself. It just keeps it quite safe. Also, it diffuses the smell just here, so it comes through just a small amount and then spreads. It's just, I feel like it gives a slow sort of diffusion of the scent. And the plug is one of these sort of shaver plugs. It's just got the two prongs. Now what we did is we got this converter plug from the pound shop, so this was £1 this. It's ideal. You don't really need to go anywhere else and spend a lot of money on this kind of plug because you can get them really cheap at pound shops. So that's it. And then they sent me 2 boxes of Scentchips. They sent me set 1 and set 2, I think that's what they're called. Basic set and extended set. Now what I did was I went to a charity shop and I bought 2 bowls that are matching. They've got like an autumn leaf design inside them, and then I just poured all of the Scentchips into the bowls. So this one is the basic set, and I kept the label in there so I could tell you that, and then that one is the extended set. So as you can see, they're very colourful. Now they're actually in the shapes of leaves. You can see there, they're really nice. They're a decent size. That's it in the palm of my hand. They're not absolutely huge, which is great, because the idea of these is that you can actually mix several scents together and make your own sort of signature scents and customise them, which I think is a really nice idea. We have a thing in this house with these bowls where as you go past you've just got to pick one up and smell them because they smell delicious. Now when I first got them out of the box, because they're all packaged together, you can smell some of them stronger than others, but they tend to, some of them you couldn't tell the difference, and some of them you can't really tell what they are till you burn them. When you burn them you really can't tell what they are. Yeah, they smell so beautiful, all of them. I haven't come across one except the first one where I haven't liked it, and I've burned quite a few now, or melted quite a few. So the first one that we actually used was creme brulee. Now we thought it was pie crust because I'm really excited to try pie crust. Haven't come across that one yet, but I can't wait to melt that one because I think it'll smell amazing. I keep saying burned. We melted creme brulee. Now I'm not a huge fan of the scent of creme brulee anyway. I think it's quite a sickly smell. What I will say is it smelled exactly like creme brulee. These little chips here do smell exactly like what they're supposed to me. They just smell very authentic. And the smell, we melted it and you could smell it the next day in the house. The smell was incredibly strong. You could smell it throughout the house. It was very, very powerful. So I think that that is very impressive for the fact that these are very small. They do give a very, very strong scent. And it's not a scent where you can just melt it and it'll stay like that for a few hours. You can actually use these for a few days and the scent is still strong. So I think that's really good. And like I said, mixing them together and kind of creating your own little portions is quite good. So in here, I've got some that are already melted. And then what I do to actually clean them, because this is obviously electric, you can't stick that into the sink or anything. It is actually fixed onto the bottom. What I do is I get kitchen roll and I get a bag. So I'll get a nice big, like a big square. We use, I think it's called Regina, but it's the very big blue roll. And I'll scrunch it up and then I just pop it in after it's had time to cool down for a good few minutes. And then that will soak up the wax. And then I just pop that into the bag that I've got, and then I use another piece of kitchen roll that's dampened with a little bit of cool water, and then I wipe around the inside of here, and then that takes off all of the wax residue and it's completely clean. So I find it's very, very easy to clean as well, but you've got to act fast. Like I've left that, now I'll need to actually melt this and see, and then once it's started to melt, then I can turn it off, and then I'll have to put it back on again. Once I've cleaned this out. So I would say they are reasonably priced. They are really very good. They're very sturdy. They're incredibly well made. Like I showed you, everything's sealed nicely. It's got feet to stand it on. It's a very nice simple design, so I think it's an incredibly well made product. It's well priced and there's a fantastic selection of scent chips. The scent chips in so many different fragrances and smells that there has to be something for you. And I'm not sure if they do any kind of sort of limited edition ones, but that would certainly be interesting as well. But we will continue to enjoy our many scent chips, and when these are gone I will definitely be investing in more scent chips, because I think it's a fantastic idea, and just having a nice smell in the house is always nice. We like our Yankee candles and things like that, but these are just so simple, just to pop one in, and then we just kind of play a guessing game. So we'll pick one out and be like, yeah, that one smells nice, and just pop it in and then see what it smells like once it's melted. So yeah, I highly recommend it. The company themselves, I spoke to them several times via email. They were very lovely and incredibly supportive. They've got excellent customer services in my opinion. Like I said, the package arrived, it was well packed, everything was well protected inside, and yeah, fantastic company. So definitely check out Scentchips. I will link their pages and all the necessary places where you can find them in the bar below. I think some small card shops and sort of craft shops in the UK are stocking some of these things, but I'm not sure exactly where they are. I definitely think that these need to be more present on the UK market, because I think they'd sell really well. And I just think the fact that they're nice leaf shapes, they are very attractive looking, and I really like how they look even just displayed out in the bowl. And I can get rid of my pieces of card now I've done the review. But that's it. Like, oh, also, but I can't find the booklet because I think Alec may have put it somewhere and can't find it. But you do get a booklet with it that talks all about the actual product itself. But also it does give you a list of what is in both of these sets, and it just gives you all of the chips on one page, and underneath each one it tells you what scent it is. The only thing is that some of these scent chips are very close in colour. Like if you see these two. So it's quite difficult to tell, especially since they've been in the same box together as well, but it is quite difficult to tell apart what some of these scents might be. You know, there's a couple of reds that are very similar, and then you've got these three blues that are also similar. But the great thing about this sort of box set is that you have all the different smells to try, and then you can just change it up, and I think that's quite a good idea, because if you were going to purchase this for somebody, that's probably the best way to do it, is just buy one of these boxes and then let them try all the scents themselves, and then they can find the ones that they love. So I hope I haven't waffled too much on there, but I hope you've enjoyed this review. I want to thank Scentchips for sending me these products to review. I'm very impressed, and I hope that you'll give Scentchips a visit and maybe purchase something from them as well. So I'm going to love and leave you, and see you all soon. Bye.
On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a partridge in a pear tree. On the second day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 2 turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree.